Hello and welcome to my kitchen. This is the first episode of something I'm calling MageEngage, and my aim here is to introduce you, the Magento community, to you, the Magento community. Today I am joined by Anna. I won't even attempt the surname, so I'll get her to do that for me later. So what I want to do is introduce you to people in the community. If you're interested in joining in, then let me know, and I'm sure I can arrange an interview with you. So firstly, thank you, Anna, for being my guinea pig for the first episode. Thank you so much. And could you please introduce yourself to the viewers if we have any?
Okay, so hello. My name is Anna and my surname is introduced as Völkl. So it's Anna Völkl. I happen to be a Magento developer for 4 years now, but I've done a lot of PHP programming 10 years ago already and did a lot of stuff with software development. And yeah, I think that's it basically. I live in Austria. That's cool.
It's very cool. It's not that far from, well, no, it is quite far from where I live. Okay, cool. Well, so what I want to talk to you today about is nothing to do with Magento, though you have a real passion for Magento and that comes across in everything you do for the community. What I want to talk to you today is something that I believe you have an incredibly huge passion for, and that is your volunteering with the Red Cross. So not a lot of, well, I don't know, people may know this, but you volunteer for the Red Cross. So what does that actually mean in sense of first of all, how long have you been doing it and why did you start it, I guess is a good
Okay, so I started when I was 15 years old.
question.
There was a friend of mine who took me to the youth groups there, to the Red Cross youth groups. Yeah, I started it. It was fun. We did a lot of first aid and a lot of other social stuff there. And I liked it. And after a few years, I started my training as EMT, which is Emergency Medical Technician. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, that's really, for me, that's really interesting. I unfortunately have spent a lot of time with injuries this year because I play a stupid sport. So I'm fully aware of the goings on of ambulance and sort of first response. So how does this and what you do with the Red Cross, how does this currently fit into your schedule? So what kind of hours does it entail? How often? That kind of thing.
Okay, so everyone who follows me on Twitter might have seen some Red Cross and injury-related tweets,
Hmm.
maybe in between. So this is quite a lot of time, quite a lot of my free time, which I put in there, and it involves actually doing emergency service maybe once or twice a month, or maybe also 4 or 5 times, depends on how much time I have.
Hmm.
Usually it's during night shifts, so I'm at the office during the day, and then in the evening I turn into the paramedic that goes around picking up injured people.
Uh-huh.
And also on weekends during the day. So it's 10 or 12 hours shifts,
Okay.
which I'm doing there. Yeah, it's really cool, really exciting. You see a lot of stuff. And fun fact,
Okay.
that's actually where my Twitter name comes from. You might have seen, it's Rescue
Oh
Anne.
yeah. Okay.
And
Ah.
there is a doll where
Hmm.
you can do the CPR training on, and it's called Rescue Anne, or
Yeah.
whatever.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
right.
And so
And
it's
this
come from
is where I got my initial thought for Rescue Anne. Yeah.
that's interesting.
Wow.
Cool.
Mystery solved.
Yeah, exactly. That one can be filed away. That one's solved. Okay, cool. So I'd be really interested in hearing what kind of things you see, if you're allowed to tell us. Like, is it simply first aid, or is it a bit more than that? Is it paramedic style? It does involve training, that kind of stuff. So,
Okay. Well, so we see a lot of things. It's like from birth to death. It's
hmm.
you see the young ones, the old ones, the rich ones, the poor ones, the best houses and the worst ones. Um, Yeah, and from the medical side, it's from broken legs, broken arms, headache, stomach ache, um, whatever, feeling dizzy, heart attacks, yeah, all kind of stuff, like everything you can imagine to call an ambulance for. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what happens is someone would ring emergency service, and would they get someone like you coming to them first, before, say, an ambulance, or what's the sort of process?
I see. Well, this is yeah. We
Sorry.
It's actually more than first aid. So
Okay.
usually you have someone who is around doing first aid, yeah, on basic level. So if you're lucky enough, you have someone next to you that can provide first aid until we are called and we arrive at the house or wherever we are going to. And we can do a bit more. So we have some tools to stabilize the body and whatever, legs and arms. And we have monitoring
Okay.
for every kind of stuff. We have some medicine, and now it depends on where I'm going, because there is the ambulance I'm going on, and there is also, like, you could call it emergency mobile care unit, where a doctor is also on and I'm assisting, and we can
Okay.
do much more on that car, because there is more medicine in, and yeah, we can do what is it, intubating?
Yeah, incubating. Yeah.
Right. And quite a lot of other fun
Fun
stuff.
stuff. Okay, great. Okay, cool. So you've been doing it. I'm not going to ask your age, but you've been doing it for a while. I would assume you're not 15 anymore, sadly.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Uh, um, and it's obviously something that you are continuing to do and you're really passionate about. So could you please give me, sorry for putting you on the spot, could you please give me, yeah, kind of why you do it, why it's interesting to you, why you started, why you keep doing it?
so at first there was, of course, a friend which took me there, and it was cool because there were other young people, and actually it somehow stayed the same, but it evolved. So I have a lot of friends who are also at the Red Cross, so I can actually do emergency service with my friends, or actually
Cool.
with some of them. So this is really nice. My husband is also there, so we can go together on night shifts.
Hang on, did you meet at the Red Cross thing?
No,
Or?
no,
Okay.
no, no.
You know,
Unfortunately,
your
not.
eyes meet over someone's broken
That
leg.
could have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why I'm doing this, it's really exciting. Yeah. You get to see a lot and to think about. Yeah, and it's a thing that I'm pretty selfless with my time. I guess this is the reason why I'm answering a lot of questions on Stack Exchange, and
Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
it's
This
fun.
is so. This is the reason you answer a lot of things on Stack Exchange. It's because you're on call. You have time between being called in. You have like 2 hours at home or 2 hours in the center, and you're like, well, I may as well go on Stack Exchange, answer a few things, right?
Well, that's actually a good thing to do. You so I can combine two things I really like:
Yeah, that's cool.
doing emergency service, or actually being there and answering questions.
Cool.
That
Okay.
might have happened.
It may, right, okay. It may have happened that you've not finished a question or an answer because you
Yeah,
got called away to rescue someone.
sure.
Cool. Um, so, one big question I have for you then is, if you weren't a Magento developer, would this be something you would look into doing? Like, would you go into the medical profession of some sort?
Well, actually, I thought about studying medicine, not only once, but it takes a lot of time, and you cannot do it beside the job. So I would have to quit my job completely and just studying medicine, and yeah,
Okay.
guess I won't do it.
But we don't want you to quit your job because we
Oh,
pretty value you a lot in the Magento community.
thanks.
You are not only a Magento hero, but it would appear you're a real superhero in real life, which is quite cool. Um, okay, I think that's a pretty cool introduction. I think I really like that. I really like hearing how passionate you are for it. So thank you very much for being my guinea pig, for being interesting as far as I can tell. And as a reward for being so interesting, would you please plug something that I think I know what it might be, but something that you may value and that's coming up in the Magento community soon?
So to the thousands of people who will see this,
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, we are going to have the MageStackDay next week, I guess it is, or in 2 weeks' time. Actually, on the 13th and 14th of February. It's the second MageStackDay. We are going to answer a lot of awesome questions on Magento Stack Exchange.
I think we're going to answer some awesome ones, but probably just close a lot of rubbish ones. But
Sure.
yeah,
So it will be also about closing and flagging and cleaning up.
yeah.
And yeah, having fun in between on Slack. Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
spent a lot of time on this with Sander and you. And
Yeah, we spent enough time on this and planning. It's been fun. For me, it's been really a lot of fun to get to know you and Sander and Marius a bit more. Like I've met all of you guys before in person, which is important. You're not just my weird internet friends. I have actually met you in real life, which is quite cool.
That's good.
It's always good. Okay, so what I will do is I will post all the information about MageStackDay if anyone wants to get involved. But I'd love to, first of all, thank you so much for joining me and making it interesting. And thank anyone who's actually watching this. If anyone will watch this, maybe they will. And please, if you have watched it, please leave me some feedback. And if you're very interested in having an interview, then please come and contact me, because without people to interview, this doesn't happen. So, thank you very much for watching. I have been David, this has been Anna, this has been MageEngage, and hopefully we are going to start introducing the Magento community to the Magento community. Bye!
Bye!